Are We Alone? Part 2. As the new millennium dawned, geologist Peter D. Ward and astronomer Donald Brownlee, both professors at the University of Washington in Seattle, published a provocative book that raised this question about Earth. What if it is utterly unique, the only planet with animals in this galaxy or even in the visible universe? Their book, Rare Earth, marshals evidence from a wide variety of scientific disciplines to build its case that not only intelligent life, but even the simplest of animal life, is exceedingly rare in our galaxy and in the universe. They called the conclusion inescapable that Earth is a rare place indeed. Their conviction is bolstered by convincing data divorced from any religious convictions. Many astrophysicists, like James Truffle, after looking at the factors that must be met for life to exist, have decided that Earth is unique. The evidence we have at present, Truffle writes, clearly favors the conclusion that we are alone. Astronomy's July 1996 issue carried an article that concluded, on Earth, a long sequence of improbable events transpired in just the right way to bring forth our existence, as if we had won $1 million lottery 1,000,000 times in a row. Contrary to the prevailing belief, maybe we are special. It seems prudent to conclude that we are alone in a vast cosmic ocean. Obviously, one key to life on Earth is the Sun, whose nuclear fusion, taking place at 27 million degrees Fahrenheit, provides us with consistent warmth and energy 93 million miles away. Its mass is an incomprehensible 300,000 times greater than the Earth's. Contrary to popular belief, it would take a star with the precise properties of our Sun, the right mass, the right light, the right composition, the right distance, the right orbit, the right galaxy, the right location, to nurture living organisms on a circling planet. That makes our Sun and our planet rare indeed. Life as we know it also requires stable placement in what Geoffrey Marcy calls the Goldilocks zone, the habitable zone around a star where temperatures are neither too cold or too hot for the existence of liquid water. The zone for animal life in the solar system is quite narrow. If the Earth's distance from the Sun were moved by as little as 5%, animal life would be impossible. Our existence also depends on a circular orbit, like the one Earth has. Habitable planets don't just need to be in the Goldilocks zone part of the time, they need to be in it all the time. It doesn't do any good to have melted water for only half the year. The existence of large gas planets beyond Earth's orbit is also essential to our survival. George Wetherill of the Carnegie Institution showed in 1994 that Jupiter, which is more than 300 times the mass of the Earth, acts as a shield to protect us from too many comet impacts. It deflects comets and keeps many of them from coming into the inner solar system, where they could collide with Earth, with life-extinguishing consequences. He calculated that without Jupiter, comets would strike Earth between 100 and 10,000 times more frequently than they do, meaning we wouldn't be here. Astrophysicist Hugh Ross has calculated the probability that these and other constants, 122 in all, would exist today for any planet in the universe by chance, that is, without design. Assuming there are 10 to the 22nd planets in the universe, his answer is shocking. 1 chance in 10 to the 138th power. That's 1 chance in 10 with 138 zeros behind it. There are only 10 to the 70th atoms in the entire universe. In effect, there is 0 chance that any planet in the universe would have the life-supporting conditions Earth has. But not if someone or something designed it to be this way. What accounts for all these astounding coincidences? Does luck really explain why Earth enjoys this incredible convergence of extremely unlikely circumstances that allow human beings to flourish? Christians have reached a far different conclusion. Earth was created by God as the stage upon which the human drama would be played out. After earning degrees from Harvard and the University of Chicago, John A. O'Keefe went on to become a renowned astronomer and pioneer in space research. The late Eugene Shoemaker called him the godfather of astrogeology. He was awarded many honors, including the Goddard Space Flight Center's highest award, and is credited with numerous breakthrough discoveries in his scientific research at NASA. It was his discoveries in astronomy that bolstered O'Keefe's faith in God. After calculating the likelihood of the right conditions for life existing elsewhere, he concluded that only one planet in the universe is likely to bear intelligent life. We know of one, the Earth, but it is not certain that there are many others, and perhaps there are no others. So, are we alone? The simple answer is we don't know. God certainly could have created other planets with life that the Bible doesn't reveal. But it was the sheer improbability of the coincidences that conspired to create life on Earth that led O'Keefe to this conclusion. We are, by astronomical standards, a pampered, cosseted, cherished group of creatures. Our Darwinian claim to have done it all ourselves is as ridiculous and as charming as a baby's brave efforts to stand on its own feet and refuse his mother's hand. If the universe had not been made with the most exacting precision, we could never have come into existence. It is my view that these circumstances indicate the universe was created for man to live in. And if God constructed a habitat so precisely suited for his creatures, then it would be natural for him to want them to explore it, to measure it, to appreciate it, to be inspired by it, and ultimately, and most importantly, to find him through it. In a review of Paul Davies' book, Are We Alone?, Lucas Morrell is struck by the attention Davies gives to Christ's incarnation and to alien messages, without exploring the possibility that Christ's incarnation may be the alien message that mankind should consider above all others. Reasonable people must consider the possibility that the Creator, having made us with a need to find our purpose, would not leave us clueless as to how to find it, and how to find Him. It may turn out that a communication from beyond has been right here under our noses all along.